It gives grown woman energy. It gives, baby, I got money. Don't play with my top, or I'm gonna call people on you. This is what it's giving. Hey society, welcome back to another video. As you can see by the title of the video, I'm going to show you guys some of my favorite fragrances. So if you're on the market for a new fragrance for the summer, or you just, curious about what kind of fragrances I'm into, then just keep watching. So the first fragrance I want to go over is my newest fragrance to my collection. It is from Ferragamo. It is the Foreste di Seta, and this is a fragrance that I really love. I first smelled it maybe last year sometime, and I was like, okay, let me put it on my list. And then so when I was asked for like what fragrance I wanted for my birthday, this was the one. The notes on this fragrance, the top note is clary sage. The heart notes are walnut and an exclusive silk accord. The base note is described as a Madagascar vetiver vibe with verdant, natural, and crisp with a subtle smoky and spicy finish. This bottle is like very beautiful. It's kind of like the forest, and they have like this wine where it was named after different things, and this one is like supposed to mimic the forest. And I can tell you, like, this is just a clean, fresh scent. It does kind of give like outdoor vibes, but not in a bad way. This is like the less florally type of fragrance I have in my collection, but it really is a clean fragrance. I feel like this is a great daytime scent. My next fragrance, that's kind of my favorite. This gives like grown women, a lot of money, luxury lifestyle energy, and it's the Cartier La Panthère, kind of like similar to the name of my watch. This was a fragrance I bought last year for my birthday. It is a cypher floral. That's like what they kind of describe it as. The key notes are radiant gardenia, animalistic velvety musk, apricot, and patchouli. Really love this one down. I put this one on when I'm like, I need to go to the office, like when I have to travel for work, or when I'm going to dinner and I want to smell like a girl got money. A girl is here and she ain't playing no games. I will be like, can I speak to the manager if need be? That's the vibes. When I want to feel like I'm a grown woman, I'm about my business, this is the fragrance I'm putting on. Another favorite fragrance of mine is the Replica by Margiela, which is By the Fireplace. I have the gold edition. I really do love this fragrance. It's a like woody, smoky type of fragrance. I really love to wear it during the nighttime. I've also worn it during the daytime, but I really do love, like, it really gives nighttime going out energy. The top notes are clove oil, pink pepper, and orange blossom. The middle notes are chestnut accord, guaiac wood oil, and cade oil. The base notes are vanilla accord, Peru balsam, and cashmerean, if I even pronounced that right. But I really do love this fragrance because it does kind of mimic, like, if you were, at a cabin, or if you're at home and you have a fireplace and, you turn it on. It really does give that. I really kind of mostly lean toward this one during the fall though, because like I said, it's kind of like that, fall is kind of vibe when One of my next favorites, and I'm pretty sure you all are aware of this one, is the Carolina Herrera Good Girl. This fragrance has a top note of almond, heart notes of jasmine, sambanc, and tuberose crystal. The bottom notes are tonka bean and cocoa. This is a classic fragrance. You can't go wrong with this one. Really do love it down. This is a day or night fragrance, I feel. I love to kind of mix it and pair it with different things. It pairs really well, like with some of my other fragrances, but love it. And then, the bottle shape is just so unique and cute. Another fragrance I have is another Good Girl fragrance by Carolina Herrera, but this is the Blush Elixir. This is described as a nighttime fragrance, and I would agree. Because baby, when I put it on at nighttime, it smells so lovely. The key ingredients are rose, patchouli, and vanilla. It's part of the ambery floral cypher family. The top notes are bergamot and bitter almond. Heart notes are rose and ylang ylang. Child, I feel like Respucia when she was like Miss Ling Ling. It has that in there, and the bottom notes are vanilla and patchouli. Like I said, another great fragrance, sexy bottle. Definitely a nighttime scent. I love to wear this on date night when I'm going out to dinner. I love to wear it, you know, just at nighttime in general. But I also pair it sometimes in the daytime and it's, you know, it just smells really good. But this is definitely like a nighttime scent. Some other fragrances I kind of wanted to talk about. I really didn't want to like go over the notes of those because they're kind of almost empty. These are the current fragrances I've just kind of been like trying to use up really quickly. And what I mean by that, like after, you know, fragrances have a certain amount of time for a shelf life. So I like to kind of like, once I feel like I'm getting halfway to the bottle, kind of just like make that fragrance a daily fragrance where I put it on every day on my body, put it on the bedding, just put it anywhere, spray it in the air, just so I can kind of use it up before it kind of expires. This fragrance was gifted to me, which is the Versace Yellow Diamond, and as you can see, baby, it's nothing really left in here. I probably got another week, yeah, another week with this one and it'll be gone. Really like this fragrance, but would I buy it again? I will say no. If you're interested in it, I'll have the notes on the screen for you, but it's nothing memorable about this. It smells nice, but that's not it. Now, this fragrance I have is very controversial. Depending on where you go on social media, some people say this is a classic, it's everything, and some people say, baby, it's giving grandma. And I'm talking about the Chanel No. 5. As you can see, baby, I'm almost out of this one as well. I'm really going back and forth about whether or not I should repurchase. Part of me is saying yeah because I really love this fragrance, and part of me is just like, girl, let's try something else. So we'll see where I land with that, but I really do love this fragrance. Nice clean scent, kind of similar to the Cartier Panther fragrance. It gives grown woman energy. It gives, baby, I got money, don't play with my top, or I'm gonna call it people on you. This is what it's giving. And I mean, you can't go wrong with that. But if this not your vibe, I get it. Another fragrance I wanted to show you guys is another one of my favorite. It's the Tom Ford Ombre Leather. This is a unisex fragrance. It is very dark, kind of similar to the Margiela by the Fireplace or the like one of those scents that kind of gives masculine. I feel like this is a great nighttime scent. I really do love it. It is kind of strong, but I love that. Like sometimes I don't want to smell like fruity and floral all the time because as you can see, most of my fragrances are in the floral family. Sometimes I want to smell like a mix of fruity, floral, and like strong, if that's like the best way to describe it. But I really do love this fragrance down. I'm almost out of it. You all can't see like, you know, where I'm at because of the bottle, but I will be re-upping on this fragrance, and I also have the notes on the screen because this is a good one. You should get you one of these. So yeah, those are my fragrances that I have right now. As you can see, I am a floral girl through and through. I have a mix of a, you know, 1, 2 that's not so floral, but for the most part, your girl is a floral girl. I like to smell all girly and sweet and all that good stuff. Let me know down below in the comments if you have any of the fragrances I've mentioned, your thoughts about them, or if you're trying to decide if you want any of the fragrances that I've mentioned and you want, you know, more info, more insight, just let me know. I'm happy to help. As always, thank you all so much for watching today's video. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe, like, share, comment, do all of that good stuff. Remember to always be you, be audacious, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.